Good morning, everyone. Mr. Nolan's back again. Alright, so this is our final homework for the metric and customary unit conversion. So this is the last homework to get ready for your test. We do have a test tomorrow on the metric system. Let's go ahead and get started. So number one says, Tony made 14 liters of lemonade for a party. His guests drank 9,500 milliliters of the lemonade. How many milliliters of lemonade did Tony have left over? So here we are converting between liters and milliliters. So liters, milliliters. Now you must look at your star chart to tell me the conversion. Well, if you look at your star chart, it tells you 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. Well, it says Tony made 14 liters. This 9,500, guys, you cannot use it yet. Don't use them yet, but don't scratch them out. Let's get my scale factor. To get from 1 to 14, you have to multiply by 14. So 1,000 times 14 is 14,000. So Tony made 14,000 milliliters of lemonade. But his guest drank 9,500. So if they drank, you have to take it away. Well, if we do all the subtracting, they still have 4,500 milliliters of lemonade left. So this was a two-step problem. We have to do our conversion, and then we have to subtract. Alright, number 2. The hostess makes 8 gallons of punch to serve at a wedding shower. The punch is served in 1 cup servings. How many cups has the hostess made? So here we are converting between gallons and cups. Again, you must use your star chart to do this conversion. Well, if we look at our star chart, 1 gallon. Well, here's my gallon. Again, here's my cups way down here. Excuse me. So we're going to have to do some multiplying. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. So 16 cups fit into 1 gallon. But the hostess didn't make 1 gallon of punch. She made 8. So let's get our scale factor. To get from 1 to 8, she multiplied by 8. So what is 16 times 8? Sorry, 8 times 6 is 48. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. So the hostess made 128 cups. Notice the emphasis how I'm labeling my units of measurement. If you do not label your measurement units, we are taking off a ton of points. So if you just give us 128, that's a number. We need measurements. This is the metric system. Excuse me. Number 3. Will a 4-quart pitcher hold the entire recipe for citrus punch given below in the table? This is an exact test question, guys, so you might really want to pay attention to this one. So here we go. We're going to have to convert between a 4-quart pitcher and cups too. So let's look at our star chart. We need to go from quarts to cups. Well, let's see. Here's my quart, but here's my cups. So again, do some multiplying. 2 cups times 2 pints, 2 times 2 would be 4. So 4 cups is equal to 1 quart. So here we go. 1 quart is 4 cups. So here we go. If we have 4 cups right here, That's equal to 1 quart. 4 cups of the grapefruit is equal to 1 quart. I'm not going to mess with the fractions. You don't mess with them either. Do those last. Because look right here, I have 8 cups. Well, if 1 quart is equal to 4 cups, then 8 cups would be equal to 2 quarts. Well, look at this. 2 quarts, 3 quarts, 4 quarts. So the question says, will a 4-quart pitcher hold the entire recipe? Well, no, it won't, because look, we still have this left over. So, no. It will not hold the entire thing. Look how nice and easy that was, and we didn't even have to mess with the fractions. Alright, number 4. A ladder's height is 1 meter 5 centimeters. How tall is the ladder in millimeters? We're going to have 2 separate conversions. The main one we're going to do is centimeters to millimeters. But some of y'all are saying, Mr. Noland, we still have 1 meter here. Well, I know we do. That's the other conversion I'm going to have to do first. I have to do this conversion first. I'm going to turn this 1 meter into centimeters. So if we look at our star chart, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Now the question is, why did I turn the meter into centimeters? Because I still have centimeters back here. So why don't we turn all of this into centimeters? So look at this conversion. We just said that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So I'm going to scratch this one out, and I'm going to put 100 centimeters, because now I have centimeters and centimeters. Now let's do this other conversion. Well, it says right here that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. Well, how many centimeters do I have altogether? Well, look, 100 plus 5 is 105. Wow, Mr. Nolan, you're a genius. I'm like, yes, I am. Alright, so let's get my scale factor. To go from 1 to 105, you have to multiply by 105. So 105 times 10. Can anyone tell me what 105 times 10 is without me having to do the math? Alright, well, I'm going to have y'all do the math. I think y'all can do that here in PreAP. The answer would be 1,050, and we solve for millimeters. Now do me a favor and actually do the multiplying on your paper, because you do need the practice. Don't just copy down this answer, because you will have to multiply like this on the test. So get the practice. Alright, backside. Number 5. David is training for a marathon by jogging 2.3 kilometers per day. How many meters does he jog if he jogs 3 days in a week? So here we are converting kilometers to meters. Once again, look at your star chart and tell me, what is the conversion for kilometers to meters? Well, right here. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. But he jogs 2.3 kilometers a day. So 2 scale factors. You can either multiply across or you can multiply down. I want to multiply down because that's easier for me. So I'm going to multiply by 1,000. So what is 2.3 times 1,000. Again, I'm going to have you all do that math. But if you do 1,000 times 2.3, you get 2,300. So he jogs 2,300 meters a day. If you tell me that's your final answer, you are wrong. The reason I say that is because he jogs 3 days a week. So you take your 2,300 that he jogs in one day, and you multiply it by 3. 3 times 0, 3 times 0, 3 times 9. I'm sorry, 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 2 is 6. So he jogs 6,900 meters in 3 days out of the week. There's your answer. Alright, number 6. Samuel buys a 5-pound block of cheese. How many kilograms of cheese did he buy? Round to the nearest hundredth. Well, look at this. It gives us our conversion, so no star chart needed. It gives us the conversion. So pound to kilogram. Again, it tells us that 1 pound is 0.4536 kilograms. Well, Samuel bought some cheese. He bought a 5-pound block. Guys, look how all this is lining up. The pounds lined up, and then the kilogram lines up. You must line up the material correctly. So let's look at my scale factor. To get from 1 to 5, you have to multiply by 5. So 0.4536 times 5, well, let's see. First thing we're going to have to do is move the decimal to the very back like we did on Unit 1 of the school year. That was 4 movements. So I'll move my decimal back 4 times at the end. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 18. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 1 is 26. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22. But remember, I have to move the decimal back 4 places from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 2.268. But we're not done because it says round to the nearest hundredth. Tenths, hundredths. You see how the thousandths is bigger than 5? So we're going to round this up. We're going to round the 6 up to a 7. So your answer should be 2.27 kilograms. Again, you have to round to the nearest hundredth. So this will be rounded. If you don't round and it tells you to on the test, guess what, guys? Taking points off because we don't read the directions. If it asks you to round, you must round, so read carefully. Number 7, Terry ran 5 kilometers. 1 mile is approximately equal to 1.6 kilometers. Which measurement is closest to the number of miles Terry ran? So here we're talking about kilometers and miles. We're lucky here, it gives us the conversion. 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. But notice it says Terry ran 5 kilometers. We're trying to figure out how many miles he ran. Alright, scale factor. To get from 1 to 1.6, you multiply by 1.6. But look here, I'm going the opposite direction now. My arrow's going the opposite way. So instead of multiplying, I have to divide by 1.6. This would be top in, this would be bottom out. Again, top in, bottom out. If you notice we have a decimal on the outside, we have to kick it to the wall. So that was 1 kick. I have to do another kick on the inside too. But notice this is a whole number, there's no decimal. So to turn this into a decimal, put the decimal behind the whole number. And now kick it one time. So now it's like 16 going to 50. How many times can 16 go into 50? 16, 32, 48. It goes in there 3 times. Can 16 go into 2? No, but since I have a remainder, add a 0. 16 can go into 20 one time. 16 can go into 40. Let's see, 16, 32, go in there 2 times. How many times can 16 go into 80? 16, 32, 48, 64, 80. Oh, goes in there equally 5 times. So which measurement is closest to the number of miles Terry ran? He ran 3.125 miles. There's your answer. Alright, we got one more. I say one more because number 9 we are not going to do. Cross out number 9. Not doing it. So we have one more. Isaac is on the wrestling team. In high school, the weight classes are given in pounds. In international competition, the weight classes are given in kilograms. Isaac is in the 190-pound weight class. What is the closest equivalent in kilograms? So here we are converting pounds to kilograms. And it's already nice because it gives us the conversion. So no star chart needed. 1 pound is 0.454 kilograms. Well, what class is Isaac in? Well, he's in the 190-pound class. So scale factor. To get from 1 to 190, you multiply by 190. So what is 0.454 times 190? Well, let's go ahead and do the math. I will do this one with y'all. I'm going to start by moving the decimal to the very back. 1, 2, 3, so that's 3 movements. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. Second row, add a 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 4 is 9. Third row, add 2 zeros. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 9 is 36. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. Add straight down. So you get a large number of 86260. But we're not done because I have to move the decimal from the back 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So his equivalent weight in kilograms is 86.26 kilograms. There's your answer. Now, like I told my regular students, I could care less if you watch this video and just copy down all the answers, because that will not do you any good. Try and study by watching these videos. I sent out a whole bunch of videos yesterday with the previous homeworks, notes, practice. Guys, I can't emphasize enough how hard this test is going to be. And in PreAP, this counts as 3 test grades. 3 test grades. So, again, this is probably one of the harder tests you will take this year, if not the hardest. So again, study, guys. Use your resources. Alright, guys, y'all have a good night. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.